everyone, it's Heal to Death. I'm here to continue my playthrough of Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. Actually, continue and complete. So today we are just doing the epilogue as well as answering some questions you guys had about what I thought about Uncharted and some other fun questions that you guys had, which I will get to at the end of this video. So let's go ahead and just jump on in and get started. Okay. So I had my suspicions that this is Nate and Elena's daughter, which I can kind of see. I hate how they avoid the camera, but I can kind of see that she looks a little bit like Elena, which is adorable. All right, let's see what she has in her room besides Crash Bandicoot.
Old school.
Yeah, we were just playing because we're pretty cool. All right, what else do you have? Brick Stone? I don't know that one. That sounds like a real game, though. Oh, and their dog. Can you tell me your dog's name? I don't even know her name. She has the same...
I really should clean this up.
Yeah, her laundry basket looks the same as Nate and Elena's in their house. Okay, so it looks like she travels. Look at the Last of Us poster. I see it. American Daughters. Wait, what? No, that's the Last of Us. Look at that. I like it. What else we got? Savage Starlight. Excellent. Those are the comics from Last of Us. What do you got here?
So good.
This one, I don't know, though it does look a little bit like Avatar. The Airbender. The Nameless something. The Nameless City. I feel like I'm going to miss a lot of these references, and you guys might have to explain them to me. So she has a guitar and lots of rock climbing stuff. Ton of rock climbing stuff. A surfboard or a kneeboard? I don't know what that is. Okay. Do we do anything in the mirror? Yes, we do. South America, lots of traveling things. That would make sense. I like her room, like all these items she has. Usually rooms like this look a little too cluttered for me, but I like hers. Okay, I hear you, dog.
Mom? Dad? Anyone?
Oh, I know you want me to go that way, but not yet, boy or girl.
Yoo-hoo.
So I like this because there's some unique items in their house that they've collected from travel.
They better not give me grief about my room being messy.
I know, yeah, I guess it runs in the family. That's what your guys' laundry baskets look like. Oh, I like the picture on the top right. They have these little items that you can tell they collected from around, but you can tell like the house is actually lived in. There's a full family here. Unlike the older lady that Nate and his brother were like going around in her mansion who chose adventure over family. So I like the contrast there.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
We've looked at this one, but it's amazing. She looks like she has a swimsuit on too, so they must live close to the ocean, is my guess, because of the surfboard also. What is this? Jewelry? Oh my gosh, you guys, how many clothes do you have? What happened? Are these towels? You guys just don't like laundry. Oh my goodness, there's so many cute pictures around this house of Elena and Nate. Oh, there's the dog. He's like really trying to get my attention, but we're busy. Okay, I'm sorry. Am I supposed to follow you? I want to. You really want me to go in there? Okay, I can't. I have to go this way.
I think they abandoned us.
Oh. Maybe they went to go get lunch. What does this say? Sailing supplies, scuba gear, lunch. See, lunch. It's on the list. Underwater camera and fishing poles. You can't fish underwater. I'm kidding. Yeah. Why is there more laundry? These people, they just like the Drakes. They just wear one thing and then never wash it. Just get new clothes. It's easier. So many bathrooms, though. Okay. I love this house. Wait, what was this? Oh, it's the refrigerator.
Here we go.
What's that, an apple? Who puts an apple in their fridge? Do you do that? Do people do that? I don't put apples in the fridge. Oh, that'd be so cold. What does it say? It's calm down. It's love, calm down. Oh wait, are these going in some kind of order? Train Vicky to stop jumping on our beds. Okay, so the dog's name is Vicky. It's love, calm down. It's dog hair all over my pillow. It's like, no, it's dog butt on my pillow. Call producer back about Antarctica, op. I get to come, right? If you clean your room, we'll talk about it. Okay, so I think the black writing is Nate. The purple is, we don't know her name, their daughter. And then the red is Elena. Cute. Buy India tickets, yes. Backgammon. Cassie, is Cassie her name? Sully, aw. Cute. Oh, they did keep up with the dishes though. That's because they take turns. Nobody takes turns for the laundry.
Oh, cool. Sam and Sully are coming to visit.
They're still together, hanging out, doing their thing. We're sitting in a tiny cafe in the middle of a busy Havana street, drinking what might be the best goddamn espresso I've had in my life. No job, no one chasing us. Retirement is weird. Good, but weird. Sam says tell him to stock up the fridge with less shitty beer before we arrive. His words, not mine. Sam is also reminding me that you lose the bet to both of us. 12 months and counting with no smoking. And I'm in Cuba, for God's sake. That's how good I've been. Anyways, send the girls our love. Tell Cassie to warm up the backgammon board. I want my rematch. Looking forward to seeing the gang in a couple of weeks. Your pal, Victor. Oh, he wrote Victor. Weird. You just retire and you just drop your cool name, Sully. All right. Oh.
Look at these two.
They're adorable. And I love how Sam has like a little Hawaiian shirt. Living the dream. Where do we live? Oh my gosh, we live next to the ocean. We're rich. We finally did it, guys. We found treasure. I don't want to touch the door yet because I think that makes us leave. So let's keep looking. All right, Cassie, what else do you have in this cool house of yours? What? She threw her apple away. That was amazing. She didn't even finish it though. It's like one bite and she's done.
We should totally throw a party in here. They wouldn't even know.
Wait, for like friends? Or for like Sam and Sully? Where'd the dog go?
Oh, so cool. I need to ask Mom to borrow this one again.
Oh, you ask. What a good daughter. Instead of just taking. Fred and George, designer of books? Huh. Okay, the dog was barking into this room, and I lost the dog. Is that Mancala? Is that how you say that? I think so. That one looks legit. It looks really cool.
Let's see what you got. Mom has weird taste in music.
Oh.
I kind of like this one.
She does not. Does she? Can we play this with the music? Yes. Sorta. I'm leaving the music on. Is that it? Okay. We lost Vicky. I think the dog's name is Vicky. I couldn't read the handwriting very well. It was Nate's, so it was a little sloppy. Puppy? No, seriously though, where's the dog? Does she have access to outside? Oh, now she does.
Off she goes.
Look at their view. Get out of here. This is the best place to live. There's backgammon. And a hammock. What, did they move to the island? Why does it look so awesome here? Oh, whoa, what's this?
Taj Mahal, here I come. Just a few more weeks.
Fun. Summer travel and service program. Youth International Exchange Network. See the world, help those in need. Oh, she's doing this. Very cool. This is amazing.
Perfect day. Now all we need is the rest of our boat crew.
Or we could just go for a swim. Can we do that? Oh, this is where she stops. Could you imagine opening your front door and this is what you see? It's crazy. Oh, we have neighbors though. Interesting. Can we drive yet? How old are we? Does it matter?
The car's here. Maybe they were abducted by interdimensional beings. Or maybe they just walked to the store.
Yeah, you know, could be either. Huh. Can we get back in the house this way? No. She just runs around barefoot. She's so cool. I guess I would too if I lived on a beach. So. They have their own dock and their own boat. Holy cow. These chairs look like they'd be impossible to get out of. Like, they're leaning back so much. Like, great if you want to look at the stars, but if you want to get up, it's never gonna happen. I like how much influence they have with, like, their decor from other countries and such. It's a very unique house. Okay, I want to go to the boat, but also... Oh, the dog's by the boat. I kind of also want to see who our neighbors are. They have wetsuits. Are they friends? Are they our only neighbors? Like, there's no one else. We have to know these people. Who is it? Is it Sully and Sam? That'd be hilarious.
And not here either.
Oh, is this like our
Okay,
second
well,
house?
Guess I'll just wait then.
We have two houses? What is this? What is all this stuff, actually? Kryptonite. No. What is it?
Whoa. Good job cleaning this up.
It looks like we really broke the rock, though. And there was, like, writing in it or something.
You figured it out.
Oh. So there was a puzzle on the rock, I think, and then gave access to a possible key? I don't know. They're still doing adventure stuff, but legally, which is cool. Oh, there's Sully, Elena, and Nate. Look at, oh my gosh, this is everything they've done together. Sunken statues recovered. Oh, you know what's so cool is, do you remember how, I'm going to keep relating their family to, I can't remember her name, the older woman who pretty much kept adventuring, and then she didn't abandon her family, but they kind of just lived on their own, and there wasn't a lot of love in that family. But remember how she was on the cover of all those magazines too, but they were just like in piles around, and they weren't anything people even wanted to remember. Like, her son didn't want to remember, I don't think, and her husband. But look at them. We want to remember these ones, and they're hanging on the wall. And it's adorable. I've said that a lot this episode, but it's true. Oh, there's Cassie being scuba diving up. She's getting in her suit, however you say that. Oh,
yeah, I was hanging out with Sully for this one.
Oh, you missed it, huh? That's okay. I'm sure he did some cool things with Sully.
Oh, this was definitely my favorite dig.
And they take her too. See, they do it as a family.
I remember that one.
What else can I inspect? Any of you? I think that's it. Cute. All right. Just on to the next thing, huh? Them, not us. Like they just always find more.
Area narrowed down quite a bit.
I guess this is like their work home, like their office.
What do you keep in here?
You don't know? That means I don't know. Now I want to know. Why would they do that to us? Like they just, probably the guns. There's guns in there. That's my guess. No, they don't need those anymore. They do things legally. Never mind.
So goofy.
Oh, it's not goofy. It's amazing. Treasure hunting runs in the family. Oh, keys. Oh,
He left his keys.
we get to open the cabinet.
He left his keys.
Oh, now we know. Uh-oh. What are we doing? Why is the music so scary?
There's no way. There's just no way. Whoa. I knew it.
What did you know? Of his past? His history? These are everything that was in his attic, too, I think.
Oh, nice, gun holster, Dad.
Does she not know that he used to use guns? Because that's quite a secret to hide.
What is this?
That's Saint Dismas. I know, because I played this game. And I learned so much. Huh.
Pirate coin. Mm-hmm. Kinda looks like Avery's sigil. Wait, is it Avery's sigil?
So she doesn't know all of their past, which is interesting. I mean, you couldn't tell her everything, but you would think you'd kind of share most of it.
Is that a bullet hole?
Yes. Yes, it is.
A Spanish doubloon. But from where?
I think that little, like, those notes in the music right there, I think those actually came from whatever game this one was. The third? The second? I don't remember. It was cool.
Kinda creepy. Kinda cool.
Definitely. Oh, don't put it on a different shelf. Then he'll know. Oh, his mom's notebook.
Hello. Wow. Oh my god.
So we read most of this already, so
Whoa. Henry Avery. The Gunsway heist. Wait, did you go looking for Avery's treasure?
I wonder if they kept writing in this. Because his mom started it, but did they finish it?
No way.
Aw.
Is that Dad?
That's so cool. It's the picture we took with the hats we picked. I like it.
Sick
Parvis Magna. Greatness from small beginnings. What's this?
That's from Elena. Dad has a gun. Oh gosh.
Oh shit. Crap.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, catch her.
Hey, there you are.
Hey,
Been looking for you.
Look at their beach outfits. They're so
What are you
cool.
doing in here?
looking for you guys.
Come on, we loaded up the boat. It's ready.
Cool. I'll catch up with you guys in a sec.
Why?
I just need to,
Use the bathroom.
What's up, Cassie?
Uh-oh. Oh, gosh. Terrible excuses.
Okay. Don't be mad. Hey, I said don't be mad.
Keys. So, what did you see?
Nothing really. Well, just that photo of you two and Sully. With a bunch of Spanish-looking treasure. And a shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was bound to happen sometime. Maybe we should just tell her.
She's not ready for it.
Ready for what? All that crazy shit in there?
Language.
Yeah, language.
Sorry. But you guys are literally keeping skeletons in your closet. Or at least a silver skull of some kind.
You know, I don't think I'm ready for this. Really?
Nate, it's time to have the talk.
Yeah, it's totally time. Wait, which talk are we talking about here?
She's just a kid.
She's older than you and Sam when you started all of
That
it.
is different, and you know it.
Okay, look, if you guys were into some shady stuff, it's totally cool. But I think I'm old enough to know about it, right?
Old enough. How old are you again?
Ah, funny.
No, really, how old are you? I'm curious.
Mom?
All right.
Well, let's see. For me, it started when this guy called me up with a scoop on a massive historical find. It sounded like a complete fraud.
Yeah, handsome fraud.
No, I hadn't even met him yet.
She knew. She knew.
So this fraud says, if you fund the trip, then I'll give you the coffin of Sir Francis Drake.
And for the record, I totally delivered.
Yeah, you delivered us into the hands of Indonesian pirates.
No, come on. You know I had nothing to do with
Okay,
that.
guys, time out. You're saying that you were attacked by pirates after you found the coffin of Sir Francis Drake. Is that right?
Yeah,
pretty
that's
much
right.
it. Yeah.
Bullshit.
Language.
Crap.
Better.
All right, so keep going.
You know what? The sun is up. Boat's ready. Wind is just right. You want to continue the story? I say we do it on the water. Come on.
Well, wait, what'd Francis Drake look like? Was it gross?
Actually, he wasn't in there. Yeah, just his journal with a map to El Dorado.
The city of gold?
That's the legend. Turns out it was just a statue. A cursed statue.
No way, seriously?
Yeah, seriously. But I'll get back to that later. See, the map led us to the
Oh, I definitely missed some things to check out. I didn't know it was gonna prompt the end there. Ah, so good. So sweet. Trophy earned, charted moderate. Charted late. Okay. Oh, what a good game. Okay. So, wait, hold on. All these achievements are procking right now. Okay, so that's that. That's my Uncharted journey. I know we still have The Lost Legacy, but I mentioned in my last video that I'm gonna take a little break and then I will make sure to play that at another time. But let's go over some of these questions and let's just talk about Uncharted and this game as a whole. So thank you to those of you who asked some questions. I'm gonna try to get to most of them, if not all. So let's go ahead and just get started. This one's from Proxy Priest. Do you have a least favorite moment of all 4 main games? And why is it the weird, wobbly, drugged up moments in Uncharted 3? Those moments in Uncharted 3 when he was like drugged out and everything got all crazy, like you said, like all weird, wobbly. I did not like playing those parts, but just because they made me nauseous. But I think they were really well done. So I can't hate those moments because it felt very much like Nate was drugged out. And like, what are you gonna do about that? It was a good way to visually show that. So I can't pick that. I think my least favorite moment, honestly, I think there's a couple and they all come from Uncharted 2. And it was just because of confusion and difficulty. So this might just be a me thing. There was one moment where you're running through the town in Uncharted 2 and there's a tank that's shooting at you, and I feel like Naughty Dog hadn't quite perfected the best way to show you exactly where to go, where it was obvious, and not even just obvious, but it was very confusing to figure out the correct like pathing where I wasn't just gonna instantly die by being shot at by this tank. So that was really frustrating. I died a lot in that part and I showed a lot of it in the episode, and I think I still cut out like a good handful of deaths because it was just bad. The other one is also from Uncharted 2, and that would just be when I struggled with the big guys with the like crazy automatic guns, like the turrets that they had. There was a couple of those where I just could not get them down. Like I couldn't kill them, and that one took a while too. And it was becoming very frustrating to me. And we had this discussion a little bit after that episode, but what I noticed with Uncharted is you don't get more powerful as Nate. So when playing The Last of Us, you're upgrading your weapons, you're getting new weapons and new things to use. And that kind of works with some of the access to guns you get. But mostly with Uncharted, it felt more like they would just expected you to do better because you have more experience. And I don't think I got better, well, not enough to make those moments easier for me. So those were tough. But yeah, I like that question. All right, and then a couple of you guys actually asked if they continued with the Uncharted series, what would be the next game I would want to see, and like who would be the main character and like what direction they would go with. I think the obvious answer would be, oh, it'd be really cool to follow Cassie along and kind of see what she does and what she explores. But I don't really like that idea because I feel like Nate and Elena have raised Cassie to kind of experience this wonderful adventure, but in a safe, toned down way where things are legal and there's no guns involved, which I think should be the case. So I don't necessarily want to follow her along on her adventures because they'd probably be a little less exciting. So what I would like, though, I think would be cool is if in the next Uncharted, like if they did make one, we actually followed Sully and Sam. So it could start with what Sully and Sam were doing. Like, I know Sully's retired and everything, so he probably would be kind of a backup character. Like he is a lot in these games. But what would be fun is we kind of go back and forth and learn more about Sully's past and maybe even when he was a teenager or younger, because I'm really interested in what led him on his journey and how he ended up being the person he is. But you could also do that with Sam. And I think that'd be really cool too, because those two guys' paths cross so much with Nate that you'd get a little glimpse of Nate every once in a while. So it would work well, in my opinion. So that's what I would want. Who is your favorite character and why is it Elena? That's pretty funny. I mean, it's gotta be Nate. Nate's amazing. Nate is such a cool character, and you are him, you know, so it's hard not to have him be your favorite. But there's so many characters in Uncharted that are just, they're just good. They're good characters, and I can't imagine what this game would be like without Sully and without Elena, and then Uncharted 4 without Sam. Like, Sam ended up being so cool of a character, and I was really worried about it because when I heard it was like, oh, they kind of just threw his brother in there. It's like, obviously he wasn't originally written in this, and they just kind of tried to push for him. It didn't feel that way at all, though. Like, it was very seamless. I feel like he was part of the family. I feel like even though I didn't know about him for, game 1, 2, and 3, his existence does make sense. And the lack of talking about him, like, they also did well. So that was great. I will say, though, with Nate being my favorite character, Nate isn't the same. Like, he's almost incomplete without Elena and without Sully, because it's just not the same. So can I say all of them? Can I just be like, them as a group, them as a unit are my favorite character? But yeah, I would say Nate. Okay, this question is really fun. This is also from Murphy. If Uncharted and The Last of Us take place in the same universe, how would Nate and his friends handle the outbreak and everything afterwards? Keep in mind the outbreak happened in 2013, so between the events of Uncharted 3 and Uncharted 4. I love this question, so I actually thought about this. And here's what I'll say. I think Nate and everyone, like his group, would do well to keep themselves from getting infected. I think that they'd be really smart about avoiding, that happening to them. The problem with their group, plus they can climb, so like, forget it. They could just go to an island and like, that's it. They could just live on that island, climb up to the top. No infected's gonna follow them up there. I think the problem with them in that universe, though, is most of the people who survived and have lived, that 20 years later, are the ones that are kind of cold and hard and almost don't have any more connections or love. As sad as that sounds, it's like the toughest, most callous people survive because you kind of have to. Now, if they could isolate more like Bill and Frank, I feel like they'd be absolutely fine, which is very possible for them. But if they had to do the things, like the terrible things that like Joel had to do and others had to do, the killing of innocents or the abandonment of people, like, that's where I think they'd fail. So it could go either way with them, honestly. Do you agree that there's a distinct lack of Sully in the second and fourth games? I definitely missed Sully's presence, I think specifically in the second game. This one, I didn't feel it as much. I think that it was nice kind of always knowing where he was, and we'd get some like little word of him, or, when Elena showed up, it was like, oh, Sully dropped me off. And even though we didn't see him or hear from him, it was still like, okay, he's circling. He's still here with us near the island. So I didn't feel as distant from him. He's a wonderful character. I love him to be part of a lot of Uncharted, but I didn't feel like I needed him to be there all the time. So I did feel the lack more in the second game, not so much in the fourth. Scale of 1 to 10, how glad are you that we convinced you to not actually start with the fourth game? Ooh, good question. So I can see why a lot of people did mention when I started the fourth game that they mentioned, oh no, you can totally play the fourth one. It'll be fine. Like, you're not going to be confused. And I agree. I wouldn't have been confused. I wouldn't have not known, like, oh, Nate's an adventurer. Oh, he misses adventure. Oh, this is his wife. Like, I would have been fine, but I definitely would not have gotten a lot out of it like I have playing from the first game. And not just like, oh yeah, like I remember that coin, or oh, I remember that photo. There's so much more to it. It's like the relationships that you get, like knowing how Nate met Elena, knowing how Nate and Sully, like, just like how they banter with each other. And then like knowing when I went into the fourth game, like expecting those conversations and expecting that humor, and just all that was just so good. And it was so much more enjoyable just starting from the beginning. So thank you guys for that. I know it has been such a long period of time to like get to this point, but I feel like it was 100% worth it. I do wonder if it was worth it to actually record and post each game. Like, I'm really glad you guys were with me on that journey, but it was a lot of work. So maybe it would have been better to go play 1, 2, and 3 and like either stream it or just play it on my own, and that way it would have I would have gotten through them a lot faster and then got into 4 and recorded that one. So then I still would have gotten references, but maybe it wouldn't have taken so long. I don't know. It's kind of nice having that completed Uncharted series though on the YouTube channel. Ooh, top 3 set pieces. Okay, actually I think this is kind of easy. Libertalia was so freaking cool. Can I just pick that whole island? That whole island was so amazing. The city, seeing Avery's ship was that was very cool. Everything led up to that ship and I wasn't disappointed at all. Seeing it was, it was so cool. So that would be my favorite. The cruise ship where you're kind of battling through, and then when the water bursts through the glass, I like that one. I thought that was a really cool set piece. The set piece is such a hard question because that's one of the things Uncharted does so well is the reveal of landscape. There's so many good ones and they're so beautiful. Believe it or not, I would probably also say the sand, the desert. If I can include the plane scene in there, that would be really nice. Cause I thought that scene's so iconic. It's so cool. It's really epic feeling when it happens. But then Nate wandering through the desert, I felt very isolated during that moment and desperate, just like Nate did. And I just thought it was well done. And just looking in the distance and never seeing an end to the sand was a really cool design. Top 3 emotional moments. It's almost at the very end of every Uncharted, to be fair. Probably the top 3. Okay, so the end of 2, I think I got the most teary-eyed when there was a concern if Elena made it or not, and then they had this really cute conversation about how nervous Nate was. You know how they always do that, where it's how worried were you on a scale of 1 to 10? It's a 4. It's no. I love that. I think in 2 that was the most emotional. I got really, it's hard. I feel I needed to actually sit down and look at all of these moments just in case. I'm probably missing some. I got really nervous for a moment there when I thought we might lose Sam, and I didn't want that to happen. So I'm really glad in the Uncharted series, it seems more like they're, it's nothing like The Last of Us. They're not ripping my heart out every second. So it was nice that we had that moment where Nate's no, I'm not, I thought he was gonna leave Sam, and he's no, I'm not leaving you, and then he figured something out, which was excellent. And then the other one, there was a moment where I can't remember when. Oh, obviously when I thought they shot Sully. That was terrible. That was in Uncharted 3 when I thought Sully died. That's probably number 1. I hated that moment. I was really upset there. So, but I was questioning it, if you remember. So that one would be up there. Favorite gun to use? Oh my gosh, I don't know the names. Any of the ones, the big ones, the handguns that do a single shot kill. Those are my favorite, but you never get enough ammo for those. And then the RPG, because those are fun. No, actually for the two-handed guns, anything, any sniper rifle. I don't know the actual names, but when you get a good snipe off, it just feels, it's so nice. Last question, what does the franchise mean to you, if anything at all? Oh, I love Uncharted. I'm so, again, I'm glad you guys made me start from the beginning. I love how you still get so much adventure. You still get to have your combat moments. I love the exploration, the scenery, but honestly, my favorite part is that it's a little bit more lighthearted. And you get a couple of moments where you're a little concerned about somebody's safety or, if somebody's gonna die, but you're never gut punched with that actually happening. I wouldn't like it if that's all Naughty Dog ever did, but it's a nice change of pace for a game with such a good story like that. You don't need to have those really, really awful, sad, emotional moments in order to make a story have a lot of weight and value to it. And they did that with Uncharted, in my opinion. I really enjoyed that. And then just real quick, I'll just talk about the 4th game because I think it's my favorite. out of them all. It might be because I just played it most recently, but any small thing that I kind of didn't like in the other Uncharted's, like some combat scenes, some of the melee parts, even sometimes the way like throwing the grenades back worked, the climbing, the confusion while running, they fixed for me, in my opinion. They fixed in Uncharted 4. Everything was very seamless, it was very clean and well done and well thought out. We had some super great chase scenes. The one where Nate is grappling from vehicle to vehicle and then trying to catch up to Sam, who's on the bike, that whole moment was, it was really good. I don't know what else to say, but really good or amazing. I actually really do enjoy those small moments where Nate's running towards the camera, kind of like in Crash Bandicoot, like I was talking about. If all of the like chase scenes were like that, I would hate it, but they do just enough of them where it's super exciting, and there's always a reason. Like, they're not just doing it to do it. Like, you are running from something, and having that in the background just makes it like that much more fun and scary and just cool. The puzzles in these games, I love them. There were more in Uncharted 4, which were nice. They kind of like disappeared a bit towards the end of the game, but that's fine. Like, that's when you've already discovered things, and it's no longer about, oh, let's find this treasure. It's more like, oh, let's go save a life. So I get that. And I love how they were just so complete about what they were trying to say in this game. So we get it. Nate is an adventurer. He misses adventure. Him and Elena tried to have this normal lifestyle, and it just wasn't working for them. But in the end, it's like, why are they trying to force that so much? There's a good middle ground, which they seem to have found. And there were so many moments in this game where it was like, Nate, see, you can't do it alone. Nate, see, you need family. Nate, aren't you glad you made the right decisions and did pick your family over treasure, because we actually saw what your life could have been like when we were playing young Nate and we visited that mansion with all the things, and it was just a house full of stuff, but it was an empty home, right? There was no family there. So I just love those comparisons, and I just love how deliberate all that was. And even just the pirate ship, and you had Avery and 2 there, and they killed each other over this treasure. But yeah, this game just was so beautiful. There were so many terrain reveals, the ships, the cities. It was excellent. And that's all I have to say. I'm sure I could talk more about this, and I'm sure there's more things I'll think about, of course, after recording this, but it was a great game. It was a wonderful recommendation, and I'm so glad I got to play it and experience it in its entirety. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. If you, again, have been here since the get-go, since the very beginning, or if you just joined me for Uncharted 4 or just this episode, I appreciate it so much. You guys have no idea. As always, if you did like this, please hit that thumbs up on the video. Please subscribe if you're not already, and I will catch you next time. Bye.